The YMCA wanted you, if you would swim.
Okay. Okay. And did they mainly teach you like freestyle or the crawl? What kind of, how did you learn to swim? Was it mainly, the crawl, what they call the crawl or freestyle? Or did you learn all the butterfly and backstroke and all of those too?
There was two, they're mixed with my father.
Okay.
And going in and
Yeah.
that was
Yeah. The normal swimming.
normal
Yeah.
one. But then I got some money.
Oh.
And
Woohoo!
and I was joined the YMCA.
Okay.
And learned to really to swim there.
To swim better. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. And then you went to the Olympic Club, and then.
The Olympic Club. Well, that's the YMCA.
Oh, that was part of the YMCA?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sutro baths.
And then what about the Sutro baths? Did you ever go there?
Oh yeah.
Tell me about that. They're beautiful.
Well, that was the interesting one.
Oh yeah?
They were swimming with not a complete.
Swimsuit?
Yeah, there was that going on. It was a harmless thing, but
you used to take like a dime or something and then ride the trolley car over there and go in, right?
One of the things, I was quite old. I was curious. What does my mother look like? What does she look like? And
so you went down to the Sutro baths, and you can imagine, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
So that she wouldn't tell me, and
Okay. You had to figure it out yourself, huh?
No, I knew something was there, but my mother wouldn't. I remember I took a lesson in swimming, and I asked what is a woman? Woman look like? It was very. I was a kid.
Yeah, an innocent question, huh?
Yeah, that was a perfect time to say things, but and my father wasn't good at tell me. He didn't go. That wasn't his style either. But yeah, and somehow I got into the CM and then this I found out about this CMA thing, and but that wasn't. I learned women from it, but and I asked my mother.
Okay. We don't talk about things.
We
like
don't
that.
talk about it.
Don't talk about it.
Yeah, don't talk about it.
So you're like, okay.
And so I was the CSA was helped me out a lot.
Okay.
And but I asked my mother about it. Where if you want a baby, how do you get a baby?
Oh. Yeah, you don't
She
like.
turned her back on me.
And she says, "Go talk to your dad."
Yeah, it came down to that. I forgot that about my poor mother.
Your poor mother.
And the young girls today, they'll tell you, that's not necessary for you to know, but your clothing. See, this was back in I was trying to think of it was, we had, but my father had it. Yeah, and I finally, I went to my mother, and she turned me down, and I went down to my dad. I said, he said, oh, well, you know, they're the difference. He said, you know, they have long hair, and this and that. Didn't answer.
Oh, really? He avoided the question,
He
huh?
avoided the question. And it wasn't until years later that I knew what went on here.
Oh, wow. That is quite a story, Dad.
And I wonder, the Catholic Church, they would talk about that.
Oh.
That's a sin.
That's a sin.
Yes,
It's gotta be a sin, right?
It could be more than this. It's more than a sin.
No, I was just asking a question.
Yeah, but in that time, no. And
Yeah.
I did go to the YMCA was not too good about explaining things out either, for that matter. And I confronted my father about it. He said, "Oh, like you know, that
Bunch of hooey."
that. It was. I remember that.
You remember that, huh?
Yeah.
And then tell me the story about, remember at the boarding house someone gave you a yo-yo and taught you how to use a yo-yo?
Yes.
Yeah, tell me about that story.
Okay. You know what a yo-yo is?
Yeah, I do
Okay.
know what a yo-yo is.
They formed groups, maybe three or possibly four of them. And they knew how to do that. And what they would do is they would come to the house, our house,
Okay.
and then he would she'd make a deal
Okay.
with the guy who was doing this, yeah, and all this and so forth. And and they became they were out in front of our house and doing all this, and people just got to look at it where it was, and of course these fellows. I wonder if they're still alive.
No, but they taught you how to do the yo-yo.
Yeah. And they catered to me.
Oh, very nice.
Because they had a place to stay.
Yeah, you were at the boarding house.
The boarding house, and they'd go once a year, and
Yeah.
or whatever it was.
And then they taught you, and then you won a competition. You were the
Yeah.
yo-yo champion,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, well now you get the kid, and
Yeah.
and there were things, you know. They say, you know how to use a knife? No, a knife? No. And anyhow, they would come and they were kids themselves.
Just a little older than you.
Yeah, they were, but they entered me into these contests, and it was all a fake thing. They'd show me like that some of the trick things. They wanted me to learn how to do it and do it well, and that's what the other kids would want, and they would get building up
Oh.
a clientele there, and I had to perform, which was fine with them.
Yeah.
It was you were I don't know how they do it today, but and then there were certain places in San Francisco where they'd go and they'd have this thing, the bird, and the names for him, and
Don't worry about it. But
and my father was a pretty good guy.
You can do it faster. So, but if you look at
He
it's not
sort of went along with it.
$20,000.
The kids, I didn't know tools and things like that. And my father was there to make sure that I knew what it was and what a knife was and all of that. And
so, what do you think?
Yeah, well, and then you won the yo-yo contest,
Yes.
right? And you got a bicycle out of it.
yes,
I don't know. I've never.
Yeah, maybe two.
Stuff like this.
Even.
Yeah, that's pretty special.
Oh yeah,
What's the
and
matter?
they wanted a place to stay,
Yeah.
and they wanted a popular place to stay, and they would have to, and they'd be sure I knew how to do it, and do the different things, and my mother and father didn't. My mother liked it because it was there were employees. They came
Yeah.
and got the thing going. My father didn't like it, but hell, it's we're gonna. They would. The company would supply to me, and so that was the how that worked. And see, we were in a stiff time
Yeah.
in San Francisco, and so if your kid could get out and learn something like that, that's fine. That's fine. I can't afford it.
Yeah.
And there was always you have to. And they would come to see you regularly, and now you do it, now you do it, whatever it was, and they came to our house with this, and we sold this equipment to them at a very reduced price, very reduced.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I didn't know. I was a little kid. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Jason.
But then they wanted. And you were well. That still shows today.
I'm still selling candy.
You're still.
Yeah.
You were doing. It was thoughtful, and it was also the right thing that I wasn't aware of.
So you remember me selling candy at the snack bar?
Oh yeah, yeah. It was you and nobody else.
Me and Lynn Freitas.
Was it? Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it was me and Lynn
But you
Freitas.
were the dominant one there.
I guess I've always been the bossy one.
And that was the start of your career.
Yeah, it was. And I was 13 or 14, something like that.
Something like that. And you got this job working in a large department store.
Yeah.
And you and I had to have this out.
Yeah.
And it went on, and you were turning your back to me, and Jenny told me that she's right.
Yeah.
And that was the beginning of our career.
Yeah.
Secrets just had a better team.
Yeah.
Our other children
This
were
is
not
an amazing life.
as forceful as you were.
Mm. Yeah.
That's
No. Yeah, and then we had our debate about going to Fashion Institute of Merchandise and Design or Berkeley.
yes.
Do you remember that?
That was the dominant thing. And I'm not giving in.
I'm not giving in. We got upset with each other, didn't we? I didn't.
Yeah, you stopped talking to
I
us.
know. And then Mom had to get on the phone, and because I was talking to the person at College of Marin, who was in charge of retail, and she, I thought she says that I could just do fine in retail, and then Mom says, well, but if she has the opportunity to go to Berkeley, wouldn't that be a better? And she's like, oh yes, that would be much better. And so that convinced me. So then I had to go back and take calculus and all of that.
Whether you could go to and get transferable credits.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. The only thing I could do is just ignore you and not talk to you. And, and that wore away because it wasn't justified.
Well, you were right. That's why we laugh about it today.
But
That's why we laugh about it today.
yes, but I had other daughters.
I know, you had two others.
Pat would see things more my way.
Yes.
And,
Yeah, she was a computer science, and then she went into accounting.
was that?
Yeah, she started with she started with computer science and then went into accounting.
It's kind of a very flimsy thing to be able to brag about.
Which one? What was one of your favorite memories growing up and throughout your life? Do you have one, or are there many?
Well, some of the things I was most proud of. I was what do you call it? Where you help in the services. He'd say some certain things in Latin, and then I hadn't known of the Latin, so to then answer them.
You mean being an altar boy, Dad?
What?
Being an altar boy and doing the church mass
that was one of the
Latin?
Oh, in Latin, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't good at Latin.
No, but the priest spoke it.
Ecusperi tutuo.
I cheated on how you say it.
Oh.
You're not cheating. You're not.
It was that kind of a thing.
Mm.
Not that I'm not least very proud of it, but so what? The meaning was there, and I knew that much Latin.
Well, that's good for you. I don't know any. Tempus fugit.
What's that?
Tempus fugit.
Tempus fugit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I remember that term very clearly. What was it say? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't remember either. We'll have to ask Alice. Alice knows.
About what?
Tempus fugit.
Oh,
What
tempus
it means,
fugit.
yeah.
Time flies.
Time flies.
That's right. That's what it says.
Oh. Hit the wrong one.
Mike, with Alice.
I think it's hilarious that you both have your cameras out. It's about your memory, not your.
I needed some help in in building things at I-36 Meadow Creek Road. And Alice brought a boy around, and his father helped me, giving me some advice, which was fine. Well, it didn't work that way.